Among the many mitzvos in this week's Parsha, Bein Adam L'Chaveiro, interpersonal mitzvos, the Torah has what seems to be a very, very simple mitzvah. Says the Torah in Shemos, Perek Chav Gimel, Pasuk Hey, if you see the donkey of your enemy struggling under its load, do not ignore it. Azov to azov imo. You should help him unload it. And Rashi and the Kli Yakar are both, and many of the Mefarshim, are struggled by different problems in the pasuk. There seem to be inconsistencies that need to be understood. One of them is the difference between the first half of the pasuk and the second. The first part says, "Azov v'chadalta me'azov lo." Do not abandon lo. Do not abandon him. But then when it comes to the commandment of what you should do, the Torah says, "Azov to azov." You should help imo, with him, not lo, not him, but with him. And the Kli Yakar explains that the Torah here is teaching us a critical lesson. See, the mitzvah when it comes to seeing the donkey who needs that extra help and the person who has this donkey who needs the help, it's not just about helping. What the Torah is really teaching us about is shared responsibility. Imagine the scenario. Reuben's donkey is overloaded, struggling so hard, and Shimon comes by and so graciously offers to help him out. But instead of joining, Reuben says, "Thanks, I'm going to step aside. You take care of it. After all, it's your mitzvah. I don't want to take away from your mitzvah." The Torah's response is absolutely not. No. The obligation only applies imo, if he is together with you, not lo, not to him, but together with him, when the owner is also involved. If Reuben refuses to participate, Shimon is not required to take on the burden alone. And this principle that the Torah is teaching us extends far beyond donkeys and burdens. It really applies to life itself. See, the Kli Yakar takes it further, applying it to the mitzvah of tzedakah. If a person refuses to make any effort to support himself, relies entirely on the community, assuming the person can be doing something, the obligation to give is diminished. The mitzvah of tzedakah exists, but it is meant to empower, not to enable. Now, the idea is powerfully illustrated in a humorous, insightful video I once saw called "Three Morons on an Elevator." It's a short clip, but you see two professionals who are riding on an escalator and it suddenly stops. But instead of just walking up the steps of the stopped elevator, they just stand there frustrated, waiting for somebody to come fix it. And the repairman arrives on another escalator, only for his to stop too. And now all three are just standing there waiting. The absurdity is obvious. They could simply walk. But they're trapped in their mindset, expecting someone else to step in and to solve their problem. And too often we act the same way. Whether in our personal lives, careers, relationships, we get stuck in routines and expectations, assuming that change needs to come from the outside. We may face real, legitimate obstacles, difficult ones, but the Torah's message is clear. We must be active participants in improving our circumstances. And it applies to our relationship with Hashem as well. The Medrash in Shir Hashirim writes, "Pischu li Pesach kechudash hamachar." If you open up a hole for me, like the size of a needle, I will open it wide enough that chariots are able to pass through. God doesn't ask us to do everything, but we have to take that first move. We have to put in the effort. The willingness to try, even in a small way, invites in divine assistance. So the message of Parshas Mishpatim is practical and powerful. When facing challenges, don't just wait. We need to act. When helping others as well, engage them. It's for their own benefit. And when seeking growth, take the first step, no matter how small. Don't allow this to be a situation of it being just for him. Azov to azov imo. Grab the person's hand, work together, and be'ezras Hashem, there are incredible things that we can accomplish together.